Dead by Daylight's got the PTB live now with the Walking Dead chapter. I'm just going to go over what the characters, the killer updates, stuff like that. We don't really talk about bug fixes. And then I'll show you a little bit of what Rick and Michonne, even though Michonne is currently kill switched, look like. If you haven't seen the skins on my short, I kind of posted them there. I'll even include the bloody since people have been asking that. Let's take a look at it right now. All right, this is the 9.1.0 update. And due to technical issues, Michonne will not be playable, but when the chapter drops July 29th, she will be available. As always, we give you cells, and we take it from July 1st, and so here's what we have. Content, Rick Grimes, kind of Michonne. Let's look over Rick's perks. The only one that I've kind of enjoyed is Come and Get Me, but Apocalyptic Ingenuity. After unlocking or rummaging through 2 chests, press the ability 1 button for 8 seconds next to a broken pallet to build a fragile pallet. You'll see the auras of broken pallets for 24, 28, or 32 meters, and fragile pallets are destroyed after being dropped. Now, I think it sucks that it's 2 chests. If it was 1 chest, I think it'd be a lot better. 2 chests makes it a lot harder because you basically have to run to the basement and then hope you find another one, or run like a perk with it so you can see chests like Plunderer. New perk, Come and Get Me. After unhooking survivor while crouched and idle, press the ability 1 to make injured and dying survivors within 24 meters leave no scratch marks or pools of blood for 10, 12.5, or 15 seconds. You scream and the killer sees your aura for 5 seconds. And new perk, Teamwork, Toughen Up. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds a killer while you are injured within 24 meters, your grunts of pain, scratch marks, and pools of blood are reduced by 100%. This lasts for 20, 25, or 30 seconds, depending on the level of rarity. Now, I think Michonne's perks are a little bit better. You have the first one, which is Conviction. After you have healed 1 survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery, press ability 2 to recover instantly. You were broken, then downed after 20, 25, and 30 seconds. Next perk is called Last Stand. After spending 80, 70, or 60 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not encased, when you fast fall, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5 meters. Then this perk is disabled for the rest of the trial. So I like Last Stand, but it sucks that it is a once and done. Teamwork Throwdown. When you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 6, 8, or 10 seconds. Here's the updates, and then we'll talk about the add-ons because they pretty much literally have all been reworked. So normally I kind of skip add-ons, but this is kind of a big one. Increased punishment of the dam range to 10 meters was 8. Increased maximum rights of judgment duration to 10 seconds was 5. Increased rights of judgment trial lifetime to 90 seconds was 75. Decreased rights of judgment movement speed to 4.2 meters per second was 4.4. Inputs for rights of judgment, punishment of the dam, and sending the survivor to cage can now be held, starting the activation as soon as this becomes available. Survivors who are rescued from a cage now gain 10% haste and endurance for 10 seconds. So when you used to get rescued for the cage, you didn't have the built-in borrowed time. Now you get that with this update. Increased blood point score for rescuing survivor from a cage to 2,000 was 550. Let's take a look at the add-ons. Lead ring rework. Now increase punishment of the dam's range by 25% and decreases its width by 25%. Dead butterfly. These are all reworks. I don't think anything was really like just modified. Now increase rights of judgment recharge rate by 10%. Black strap now decreases punishment of the dam range by 25%, but increases the width by 25%. So close-up survival jukes just aren't going to happen with black strap on. Copper ring. Now increase maximum duration of rights of judgment by 5 seconds was 1. Cinderella music box now decrease punishment of the damned cooldown by 10%. Forgotten video now increase the speed of which punishment of the dam travels by 10%. Wax doll increase punishment of the dam's range by 5% was 12.5. Spearhead now reveals the aura of the rescuer when a survivor is saved from a cage for 8 seconds. Leopard print now decreases the duration of stuns while using rights of judgment by 15%. Mannequin's foot now causes rights of judgment trails to inflict exhaustion for 10 seconds. Valtali sect photograph now decreases your terror radius by 2 meters for each survivor affected by torment. Burning Man painting now reveals the auras of survivors within 3 meters for 6 seconds upon missing a punishment of the damned attack. Tablet of the Oppressor now grants undetectable while using rights of judgment. Misty Day, Remains of Judgment, now reveals the aura of survivors injured by punishment of the damned for 8 seconds. Scarlet Egg now causes survivors inflicted by torment to spawn rights of judgment trails when they sprint, and these trails last 5 seconds. Rust color egg now causes punishment of the damned to hit replenished rights of judgment charged by 30%. Lost memories now cause survivors injured by punishment of the damned to become oblivious for 80 seconds. Good gravy. Obsidian Goblet now allows punishment of the damned to destroy pallets and breakable walls, increasing punishment of the damned's cooldown, though, by 20%. Iridescent Seal of Metatron now decreases punishment of the damned's range by 50%. Punishment of the damned's range increases by creating rights of judgment trails upon maximum of 200%. This resets when punishment of the damned hits a survivor. Here's what they did for Clown. Increased haste effect of Afterpiece Antidote to 12% was 10%. Increase the spread of the clouds for Afterpiece Antidote. Decrease the time it takes for Afterpiece Antidote gas clouds to activate to 1 second was 2. Decrease the hindered effect of Afterpiece Tonic to 12% was 15%. Decrease the hindered effect linger of Afterpiece Tonic gas clouds to 1 second was 2. Increase movement speed while reloading to 2.3 meters per second was 1.61. Decrease the time it takes to reload to 2.5 seconds was 3. Inputs for reloading and charging a throw can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. We did some changes to Clown's reworks. It looks like Clown only had one add-on like completely reworked. Everything else was just brought in line with base kit, and that was VHS Porn. Now increases the size and speed of Afterpiece Tonic gas clouds by 10%. Everything else just brings it with base. We have Piggly. Increase ambush movement speed to 7.1 meters per second was 6.9. Increase crouch movement speed to 4 meters per second was 3.8. And decrease the time it takes to crouch and uncrouch to 0.8 seconds was 1. Increase the rate which the terrorist phase when crouching to 0.33 was 0.025. The inputs for crouching and ambush can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. Increase the blood point score for escaping a bear trap to 1,000 was 400. Increase the blood point score for searching through a jigsaw box to 200 was 100. And finally, searching a jigsaw box will now award survival points was objective previously. And then Pig's add-ons were just brought in line with her new base skip. The Knight increased max patrol path length to 38 meters was 32. Increased patrol path creation speed to 15 meters per second was 13.8. Increased patrol path acceleration by 2. Increased strafe speed while creating a patrol path to 100% was 25. That's a big one. Increased standard spawn time of Carnifex to 8 seconds was 5. Decreased the standard spawn time of Assassin to 4 seconds was 5. Decreased the standard spawn time of the Jailer to 4 seconds was 10. So we got a nice boost to Carnifex, but a huge removal of Jailer time. Input for starting patrol can now be held in starting action. Call to Arms now increases patrol path length by 4 meters was 10. And path creation speed to 7% was 16. So these are basically just being brought in line with what happened. The Oni increased the Demon Strike turn rate, limit duration. The open phase of attack to 540 degrees was disabled. We have a new survivor item, Fog Vial. I'll show you what that looks like in like actual movement. It's basically what we've seen in previous, and it's actually pretty good. Each Fog Vial has 1 charge, has has a 33% opacity, and has a 10-meter radius. Now, these are the variants. Apprentice Fog Vial, which is the common one, recharges maximum after 2 seconds, lasts 8 seconds, recharge 70 seconds after use. Artisan's Fog, which is the uncommon, reaches its maximum size after 1.5 seconds, lasts 10 seconds, and recharges at 65 seconds. And Vigo's Fog Vial, the rare, reaches its maximum size at 1.2 seconds, lasts 12 seconds, and recharges at 60. By far the best of all worlds. The Fog Vial add-ons, Volcanic Stone decreases recharge time by 5 seconds. Reactive Compound decreases Fog Cloud expansion by 1 second. Oily Sap increases Fog Cloud lifetime by 2 seconds. Mushroom Formula, very rare, increases Fog Cloud's maximum size by 2 meters. And Potent Extract decreases visibility and sounds within the Fog Cloud. Now, there's also been a rework to keys. Press the use button to start channeling the key. Once fully channeled, consume 1 charge to reveal auras of survivors in range for set duration. While near a locked chest, press the use button to quickly open the chest. Uncommon key or higher consumes 1 charge. Guarantees an item of rarity or higher. Unlocking the chest with a key, though, does reveal the aura in yellow to other survivors in range. One other survivor can rummage through the unlocked chest once, guarantees another item of rare or rarity higher. While performing the rummaging action, the rummaging survivor aura appears to the key holder. While near a closed hatch, press the use button to unlock uncommon key or higher. It consumes 1 charge. The key item is no longer destroyed upon survivor completing interaction and escaping the trial. There's different variants. Broken key reveals aura of survivors within 48 meters for 8 seconds, has 6 charges. Dull key, which is your uncommon, reveals aura survivors within 56 meters for 9 seconds, can unlock chest and hatch, 5 charges. Skeleton key, which is the rare, reveal auras of survivors within 64 meters for 10 seconds, can unlock chest and hatch, and has 6 charges. And we have new add-ons. Friendship charm, increase keys charge by 1. Shrill whistle, decrease the time of channeling a key by 35%. Braid bauble, increase the duration of auras revealed by keys by 2 seconds. Unique wedding ring, the obsession and you both see each other's aura at all times, decrease your chance of being the killer's obsession. And blood amber, using the key reveals the killer to you and you to the killer, reduces the aura reveal time by 6 seconds and reduces number of charges by 2. There was a survivor item rework for the map as well. Press the use of button to start channeling the map. Once fully channeled, consume 1 charge to remove auras of windows and pallets in the range of set duration. Now maps have their own windows, it looks like. That's interesting. While revealing auras, press the use item button to create a beam of light at your location. Generators within 32 meters of the beam of light are revealed to the survivors. Beam of light is only visible to survivors. So we've had beam of light for a while on maps, but it never really freaking did anything. So this is really cool that it's highlighting the generator. So if you're running around with a map now and you activate beam of light, you can show survivors, say, who are looking for that last gen, where it's at. I like that. Cryptic map, which is your common, reveals aura of windows and pallets within 24 meters for 10 seconds with 4 charges. Scribbled map reveals aura of windows and pallets within 32 meters for 12 seconds with 5 charges. Annotated map reveals aura of windows and pallets for 40 meters, 14 seconds, and 6 charges. And the blood sense map reveals for 48 meters, 14 seconds, the same as the annotated, causes pools of blood to spawn beneath you while revealing auras, and has 8 charges. Some add-ons. We have glowing ink, increased duration of auras revealed by maps for 2 seconds. Gnarled compass, increase a map's charge by 2. Batter tape, increase the maximum range of a map by 8. Sharpened flint, when using the map, all totems within the range are also revealed. And Crimson Stamp, the killers are revealed within 8 meters of a beam of light, reducing the beam of light's duration, though, by 10 seconds and reducing the number of charges by 2. We also retired some key and map add-ons. The following add-ons have been removed from the Blood Web. Scratch Pearl, Golden Token, Milky Glass, and Weave Ring from key, Yellow Wire, Black Silk, Odd Stamp, and Crystal Bead from maps. These add-ons can no longer be equipped from their corresponding items and will remain visible in each survivor's inventories. We had some killer perk changes. Insidious decreased the time it takes to activate to 3, 2, and 1 second, was 4, 3, and 2. Hubris increased the duration of exposed effect to 20, 25, and 30 second, up from 10, 15, and 20. Interesting. Dragon's Grip decreased the cooldown to 60, 45, and 30. Was originally 60, 50, and 40, so we took off 5 seconds off the second level and 10 seconds off the third. Scourge Hook, Hangman's Trick, increased aura reading range to 12, 14, and 16 meters, up from 8, 10, and 12. Overwhelming Presence rework. When a survivor starts using an item within 32 meters of you, they gain exhausted for 15 seconds. When a survivor within 32 meters of you gains exhaustion, you see the closest exhausted survivor for 2, 3, or 4 seconds. This perk has a 25-second cooldown. And Franklin's increased aura reading range from 32, 48, and 64 meters, was 32 across the board, but no longer causes dropped items to lose charges over time. So they've nerfed Franklin's. Survivor perks. Potential Energy no longer requires time spent repairing to activate, was 12, 10, and 8 seconds. Decreased the amount of repair required to earn tokens to 1%, was 1.5. Any means necessary. Decrease the time it takes to raise a pallet to 5, 4, and 3 seconds, was 6, 5, and 4. I'm a big proponent of any means necessary. I love lifting pallets. I like some of them more than survivors sometimes. better together. The R of the generator you're repairing no longer has a range limit. Increase the duration of survivor R rating to 20, 25, 30 seconds was 8, 9, and 10. Still sight. Decrease the time it takes to activate to 4, 3, and 2 seconds was 6, 5, and 4. Built to last. Decrease the time spent in a locker to 12, 10, and 8 seconds, down from 14, 13, and 12. Appraisal. Increase the number of tokens. 4 was 3. Each chest can now be rummaged twice was once. Streetwise rework. First time you deplete an item with charges, see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. Items with charges retrieved from chests have a 60, 70, and 80% charge. Detective's Hunch. Increase aura reading duration to 20 seconds was 10. Maps no longer track revealed objects. And finally, Deja Vu. Maps no longer track revealed generators. Update to hooks. When only 2 survivors remain, letting 2 single struggle checks pass without any input will immediately skip to the sacrifice sequence. Okay, so they've already started adjusting the go next to allow hatch plays again, because that was a problem because you couldn't really do anything to like kill yourself on hook to allow your teammate to get the hatch. I like this. Presets. Players have access to new preset system. Number load of presets. Cosmetic presets was increased to 7. Players can now use a drop down to choose the one they want to use. Presets can be renamed, and loadout and cosmetic presets remain separated. We have the new custom game spectator mode, which allows for hotkeys and toggling. Gameplay area expansion, Fallen Refuge. More space to chase survivors or loop the killer. A small reference to the narrative universe when the dead roam the world. A bunch of bug fixes, as always. We do have some known issues, which, of course, Rick Grimes and Michonne's voiceovers lines are unavailable on the PTB, but will be available on 9.1.0. Rick Grimes' Last Day on Earth outfit uses the same pants as his default outfit. This is not intended and will be resolved in 9.1.0. And the retired key and map add-ons are not visible in survivors' inventories. And another known issue is Michonne can't be used. We're going to go to Michonne. Now, like I said, she is currently unavailable. But this is her skin. First, you have What Will We Become? You have her second one, Next World, which is the one that has the katana. Now, these are both 1080 cells. We could also look at the Prestige skins. And here is her Bloody, which actually looks really good as well. Especially her pants are fucking fire. Then we have Rick. We'll start with Rick's Bloodies because I've already filtered for that. And Rick might actually have one of the best Bloody skins I've seen since maybe Nicolas Cage. He has his Last Day on Earth skin, as you can see right here. That's 1080 cells. You have the 1080 cells for his Brutal Awakening skin, which is him waking. And then you got the Daryl Dixon skin, which also will have its voice lines upon launch, done by Norman Reedus. And he is 1485 cells. We also have voicing for Rick being done by, of course, Andrew Lincoln. Unfortunately, Michonne's VA is not going to be her TV show VA. It's probably going to be one they used in video games like the Walking Dead Telltale game would probably be who it is, but they haven't officially announced that. And like I said, here's a quick showing of what the fog bomb looks like in game. As always, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and later, mates.